all the power, but he has some power, yes.
How do you like the character? What do you like about him?
I love playing Michael. I loved it when I first read the pilot script. I thought there's something quite unusual about him and otherworldly, and I like the way he doesn't emote very much. It's very stoic, but will show the odd glimpse of a more sensitive side. And I think he's inherently good, and that he sees inherent goodness in humanity, so that's why he wants to help them.
Is there a character arc that we'll be looking for? How far will your character arc go?
Well, the next episode you start to learn more about Michael's past and his relationships, especially with Gabriel, in the next 3 episodes. So you definitely see a different side to Michael.
When I see Michael, you play Michael, it seems like he's always trying to, like you say, not show emotion, be like above it all, but you see him have things like with Becca, and he has his grace in having kind of humanity there. How is it like playing that dual role of having this character just trying to be above it all, but at the same time gives into his humanity?
Well, it's interesting. It's something I think he's pretty fascinated by humanity and the way they feel and show emotion and express emotion, which is something that perhaps he hasn't been able to do, but is becoming more and more, especially as the pressure grows. I think the cracks begin to appear. And for me, that's something that drew me to the character very much. I mean, I love that, the ability to try to be able to do that, but subtly and not just try and find the right places. I find it very interesting. Yeah, it's a cool character to play. I like him.
Where Becca goes to Michael and she breaks it off. I didn't see this week's episode last week, and you were just like, okay. It just had this micro expression. Twitter just blew up and said, Michael needs to. He didn't understand the feminine. You'd be so knowledgeable because all these years of experience, thousands of years. Clearly, he's still learning. The relationship. We see some backstory on how they got together, the relationship.
You definitely see some backstory, not so much on their relationship, but the backstory does have. It's very hard not to spoil things.
We won't tell anybody.
You can tell us.
There are things going on behind the scenes that he is unaware of that come out in the next few episodes, and they definitely have a bearing on their relationship.
Said the hardest thing about working in business was you kept tracking her.
It's all lies.
And everybody was saying you have these micro expressions that just, I guess, kill them. So, and I think the hardest part for you is what is the hardest part for you shooting?
Well, not laughing, I guess, because it's very tempting to laugh all the time. I mean,
it's so serious.
you try, there's an intensity, and I stare at people, and I don't blink very much, and it's very, I guess I get a glint in my eye sometimes, and maybe that makes them go. But me and Chris especially had a lot of giggling moments. The whipping scene.
How was that?
A lot of outtakes in that scene. Where I'm whipping a metal chair right behind his bum.
Like Gabriel, ever have a meeting of the minds?
Yeah.
Together?
Yeah, there's stuff coming.
Sooner or later, we got to go.
Yeah, it's difficult though because they're polar opposites in what they believe in. I mean, Gabriel is hell-bent on destroying humanity, and that's his way of getting God to come back, whereas Michael believes it's the opposite. And it's difficult for them to be able to reconcile that. But definitely you find things out in the next few episodes. Yeah, there's some very interesting scenes. Yeah, absolutely.
So for 300, you had a lot of time to prepare.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of time to prepare for Michael?
No, not really. I think, for the fighting and stuff for 300, we had 2 months before we started. So for this, 2 weeks, if that, and not every day. So with 2 swords, it was quite tricky. And for the role of Michael, no, we just had discussions. But they very much knew what they were looking for whoever, for what they wanted in Michael. And I think a lot of that was his stillness and I don't know, I haven't got a bloody clue. I think
Did any of it scare you? What they had you do? Like any
there's stuff coming up which is very different and perhaps wouldn't be expected of Michael.
How's been asking everybody this, but I see you guys all tweeting the shows. How's the social media aspect of it? Were you on Twitter before? Were you interacting with fans?
I was very loosely, yeah. I've never really interacted. I didn't like the idea of it very much. Because I was pretty private and I didn't quite understand it really, but the live tweeting's been incredible. It's been really interesting seeing people's responses to the characters and the storylines and how people are really interested in that world, and it's great for us because we obviously love it and we worked hard to make it, and to see the response has been fantastic. And to be able to do it because we're watching it for the first time too, most of us, so which isn't great. but
Would you be like, how are they going to react to this? Do I see myself for the first time?
Yeah, because it's very hard to be objective, and you just see every little thing. And you go, oh, why did I do it like that? Why did I say it like that? That's why we need a second series, because a lot of things I'd like to do differently.
Right.
But it's been great, the live tweeting. It's been brilliant. Yeah. There's something immediate about it, which you only get in the theatre, really. So
go right to the people who are making the show.
Yeah.
Critics and things like that who might not even like the genre of film you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Or show you're doing. So now you go right to the people who love it and see their reaction to it.
Yeah, and I haven't read a single review for Dominion. But it's one person's opinion, and yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good. That's right.
What about the physical part, the wings and the whole thing, and you're diving around?
Yeah, I love all the wings are CGI. Yeah, there's a company in Toronto called Spin. It's all green screen behind, so you've got the stratosphere and the window, and for one, and then I jump out and do a swan dive, and right down there are mats. And then they'll add the effects in of the flying away, and then for other stuff I'll be on big cranes and with a harness. And it's cool. Yeah, it's a brilliant stunt team. I do all my stuff, but they obviously work it out all beforehand to the last. No, I thought I was. The first time my knees were definitely shaking.
Oh, really?
But then I couldn't wait to get back up the ladder and jump off again. And I love it now. I look forward to it. If it's a flying day, it's a good day. Yeah, it's great.
What's the hardest part of the job?
I don't think there is a hard part of the job. It's not like a job. It's fun. I always feel very lucky to be doing it. There's always hundreds of other actors who would happily trade places and do it. So, it's a great job. I absolutely love it.
Where's that accent from?
I'm English. I moved around. My dad was in the Air Force, so different schools, different counties every couple of years. Yeah. I'm more of a northerner than a southerner. A little bit tougher.
Do you live in the U.S. or do you live?
I live in just outside London.
Oh, okay, outside London.
Yeah.
What do you think of the U.S. so far?
I've been out here a lot. I've worked here and I've stayed in Los Angeles quite a bit. I really like it, yeah, and the weather's great.
A lot of sunshine, right?
A lot of blue sky.
Where is it shot?
Cape Town,
Yeah.
yeah, which is beautiful. Have you ever been? South Africa, yeah, it's an amazing place. And it can be so many different places, which is why there's so much stuff being made there now.
Drive a little bit and then
And it's a completely different area, yeah. And the deserty stuff for, for Vega and Vegas. And
Had you been to Cape Town before?
no, first time. Yeah, I loved it. The crew's all South African, pretty much. And yeah, they're lovely. It's great. It's and stunning. You can be in the centre of Cape Town, and then 10 minutes later, you're in the most unbelievable, breathtaking views. Yeah, it's really lovely.
Thank you.
Get your act together, my life's a movie, I leave you in that act forever.
My life's like a movie. My life's like a movie. My life's like a movie.